Now, as much as I really do want to check out what I think is the tavern, I mean, it's called Asuka's Alley, right? And I mean, that's a very mortal name. That is a very human name. And if there's one thing, the one thing in all of the Gardens of Issa where the human name is going to be, it's got to be the brothel, right? Because we humans really do fucking love being absolute degenerates. Oh, and the alcohol symbol is right. The alcohol symbol, a mug, is right there, or a tankard, whatever the fuck, on the side. But yes, I really do want to check that place out, but I also noticed this. And this seems absolutely horrific. So obviously I'm going to check this place out first. Who can I hang out with? Random citizen. Random citizen. Random citizen. Random citizen. And guess what? Random fucking citizen. Wow, that was worth it, wasn't it? At least I get to see a Dokkalfar doing that shit. It makes me very, very ashamed of my own peoples, but sure, why not? Jesus Christ. Now the taverns, in pretty much everywhere we've ever been so far, always have like at least 3 or 4 quests. How many is that? That is a whole 1! And it's probably from the owner. I mean, they're called Asuka. But I guess we do also have the dignitary over here. Probably order myself a lovely, delicious beverage of Fey booze. I have no idea what the Fey get drunk on, but it's probably some horrible form of tree sap, so I think I'd rather drink my own vomit than that. So let's, you know, try my best not to, and talk to Warlord Wenery instead. What a name.
The House of Ballads must have taught you courtly manners, but not enough to keep you from interrupting. What is it, Your Grace?
What were you doing? You were just sitting on your ass alone the entire time. Shut up. In what order should you enter?
I'm not petty, but I have limits, as do we all. I know I should lead the formation because of my position, but other, more tender individuals will insist otherwise. Whatever you do,
the Huntress
do
thinks
not
you
make
fucking
me wait
outranks.
behind a high Fey mage Goronet. How shall I put this? He has an odor.
Ah, yes, the stench of magic. How do you really feel?
If you value this position, you will make sure Lord Setter is not behind Huntress Hartwin. She finds him despicable, as do I.
Finds him despicable? Okay, Lord Setter, not behind Harwin. I thought Harwin was a lady for some reason. I guess it's just the name. Harwin, I believe, has to go at the front. At least from what the Fey Mage said. And I guess by front that doesn't necessarily... and I guess by behind that doesn't mean... In general, it just means directly behind. They kind of put that very confusingly. So, Harwin has to go at the front. As far as I can tell. So that means you need to go behind him. There's only 4. But you also find him despicable. Wait, what's your preference?
My only request is that Lord Goronet follow far behind me. He and his stink belong together.
I think you have to be second. I think maybe even though you said as do I, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to screech if I fuck that up. Because, I mean, you both have the same wants. And there's only 4 of you. If I could maybe walk in the middle and just bear the odor for everyone. I mean, I have this permanent fucking mana shield around me. If that can block, you know, giant fucking fists of ancient gods, but it can't stop this dude's fucking BO, then I think we might have a bit of a problem. Thanks for talking.
See that it doesn't happen again.
Wow. You're a monster. I'm a king. Fuck you. Oh, you got gambling over here as well, huh? Ancient fantasy blackjack? I am definitely
down.
down.
Who enjoys a game of hexes? We mortals need something of our own here in Issa. Why can't it be gambling? If you don't know how, I can teach you.
This seems like the most anti-fucking Fey thing possible, but I am so down. What the fuck is
Not
hexes?
much to do here in the Fey City, but lighten your
What are you
pockets
talking
and have a
about?
good
It's
time
amazing.
doing it. But I jest. You have a lucky look about you, stranger.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I overcame death or anything. That's pretty goddamn lucky, don't you think? Gardens of
Folks here
Issa.
have gold. That's enough for me. I don't care where I find myself, just so long as the people there are willing to pay.
Why were you just this one fucking static camera angle of me? My mouth doesn't move. I don't do anything interesting. I just sit here staring deep into your fucking soul. In fact, directly through your soul and out the fucking other side. Why am I so angry?
What do you want to know about me for? Is this some kind of Fey interrogation? Keep your curiosity to yourself, friend.
I'm one of you. That was mean. I'm not Fae. In what way am I Fae? I guess the fact that I am their king is something, but still, I'll play.
You had a look about you. Listen, all you need recall is these 6 cards here in my hand. Ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5, and the hex. First, you
Ace,
start with
deuce,
an ante.
3, 4,
What'll it
5,
be?
and the hex. Ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5, and the hex.
In my
What are
hand,
the rules?
there's an ace.
Ace, deuce, 3, 4, 5.
5, and a hex. 6 cards all mixed up. First round, you guess even or odd. If you're right
So
on
it's
hex
1,
or an
2,
ace,
3,
you
4,
take the
5,
pot and you're
hex.
done. Right on any other, and it's on
And I
to
guess
the
hex is a
second
6.
Hand number 2. I'll pull another card. Guess if it's higher or lower than the first. Get it right, you win. Simple as that.
Well, that's fine. Place the fucking ante.
I
We got
like
so
it.
much money.
Now, will the card I draw be even or odd? Yes.
This is straight up just 50-50, so I'm gonna go odd.
What's this? The hex. You lose. Yes.
Shut the
let's.
fuck up. I'm going again
Odd.
immediately.
I like
I'm spending
it.
all of my
Now,
2
the
million
card
on this
I
shit.
draw- and
Even.
It's an ace. I knew
Another
I
round.
had you. Bold.
Yes.
And
Even.
it's a 4.
Yay!
You got it. Now what's your bet?
I mean, it's much more likely to be
Now
lower.
that's
His
a real
500.
coin on the table. Now make your guess. Second lower
No.
then, and the card is an ace. You win.
Did I make all my money back?
Already.
Because you seem very, very, very... Oh, she's so sad. You know I actually just won. You're not allowed to win in gambling. What are you talking about? Alright, well, let's never, ever, ever speak to you again. You nearly fucked me out of a very, very tiny amount of money. It's just, there's no way of making money with that. Because you don't, you can't place incredibly high stakes. And I mean, look at that. I got 1.7 million. It's not like I'm ever gonna need an extra 500 gold. I'm probably set for life at this point. But I'm still addicted to gathering as much loot as humanly fucking possible. Or elvenly fucking possible, whatever the hell. Gertrude Asker, I do want to talk to you, but your name is so very ugly I need to prepare myself for the pain that it's going to cause me. So I guess I'll start by talking to your lovely barmaid,
Hey there,
Riona.
pretty. This is Asker's Alley, best tavern in Issa. Only tavern in Issa, of course, but you didn't know that, did you? If you're new in the city, I can help.
What the
I
fuck
know
is wrong with
everything
you?
About the Understyle, the Embassy, the Scholia Arcana, you name it. I know it all.
This lady is ADHD personified. What a weird way of speaking. Wow, you really do know it all, though. She's got endless amounts to say. Tell me of the
It's
Understyle.
the Fey neighborhood on the other side of the city. There you'll find the Hall of Appointments and the
Oh, I
Lyceum
see,
Grove.
okay.
They don't
I thought it
mind
was
if you
like
go
completely
exploring
different
in the
district that I'd
Understyle,
have to walk through a
but I
door to
wouldn't
get to.
suggest it unless you know your way around. The Fey can be easily offended.
I'm already their king. if they get offended by me, I can just kill them. And there will be no repercussions, because that's what power does. The
Like I
fucked.
said, it's all magic to me. If the Fae said this city got its power from glowing purple antelopes, I'd probably believe them. I'm just a hostess.
Hostesses don't have to be stupid. I mean, you clearly are from the way you speak, but at least you know all of this stuff, right? Scholia
Oh, that's a
Arcana.
sinister spot, isn't it? Even the Fae take a few extra steps to walk clear of there. Don't trust anyone in robes.
Fucking excuse me? So she's willing to say all of this shit and be magist or whatever the fuck, but she doesn't have the perception to realize that I am in robes. Have you got so many conversation options that your brain is just full? Like it's literally hit capacity and can't take in any more information, even that I am wearing some lovely, lovely dressing gowns? Okay, sure, fine. Tell me about yourself,
The Oscars
Riona.
took me in when my pa was killed in the war. That's been nearly 10 years. Now this is my home, pretty. It's where you'll find me every day and every night.
At least the last bit of information she managed to take in was the fact that I'm utterly fucking gorgeous, so very pretty, whatever the fuck she says.
Let me
Alana.
just say that I adore Alana. She's one of the few Fae that I've met face to face, and she couldn't be more pleasant. Such a pretty one.
Wait, she's pretty too? I'm not special? I thought we really had something, girl I met 2 seconds ago. Lyceum
Is
Grove.
that the one at the far end of the Understyle? Yeah, I think that's the place. Never been there, but folks say that's where the Fae make the waterfalls. You see, the city gets its magic
How have
from
you
the
never
water.
been there? This
They
place
call
is
it
so
the fountain.
tiny.
Or is it the wellspring? I never remember. I'm sure it's just a story anyway.
Are you just forever confined to this one fucking room? Can you even move from this exact spot? I mean, it is 4 a.m. right now in game time, I think. And you're just still fucking here, working 24 goddamn 7. I'm not even sure you're mortal. I think you're some kind of magical construct. But whatever. Hexes.
So you want to brush up on your bad luck, do you? That game will do it for you, all right. Speak with Kali in the back.
Actually, my luck is absolutely incredible, so you can go fuck yourself. Hall of
Olana and her
Appointments.
squire Brio, they have the good fortune to meet with all the nobles who visit the High King. A life of lords and ladies. Oh, that's the life for me.
Is it, though? Because you're just here, alone, amongst all the sad alcoholic peasants. But, yeah, sure, enjoy actually having dreams before I crush them. Embassy
Oh,
Hall.
if I had the finery and manners, you wouldn't find me anywhere but the Embassy Hall. I'd even buy a title. But
You
it's a
have to
dreadful
buy
life
a
these
title? You
days,
don't
what
earn
with
it?
the war. The Dokkalfar and Varani are practically at arms over their differences, and everyone speaks in a whisper. I prefer the United Merchants delegation. Those are my people.
I mean, I say that. You actually can buy a lordship, can't you? I'm just thinking in like a medieval society. That would be really, really strange. But, I mean, nowadays it's more of a novelty anyway, because, I mean, like, even knights, even people who are literally, like, shanked by the queen in their honor or whatever the hell, because knighting is fucking weird, I guess. Even they have literally no power. They can call themselves Sir and get that little air of a dominatrix about them. But that's about it, you know? It's very sad. Although I might buy myself a lordship just so I can feel a little bit cooler. Bed, that's just gonna ask for a bed. Oscar's Alley, I
Provide
guess.
your basic public service. Ale. And if drinking isn't a thing, then you can always stop by the Hexes game and back.
The only public service ever to be needed. Who the fuck needs fucking police? Who the hell needs firefighters? Who needs ambulances when you've got alcohol? Which can technically do all of those jobs in one, right? No, no, it very much causes a shitload of crime. I don't recommend throwing actual alcohol on a fire, and I guess it sort of numbs pain, but you're gonna die twice as fast, so ale, everybody. That's the best advertisement I think I've ever gotten. This video is sponsored by Ale. Ale brand ale. Alright, let's ask about the bedroll just because I like getting through all the options. I want it to be grayed
We've
out.
got a place to sleep on the floor over there, but it'll cost you.
Why? It's grass.
Fine, it's up to you.
Yeah, very much, yeah. I'm not paying for grass. What do you sell? Oh. Actual things. I assumed it would... Oh, I just got a backpack! Fuck yeah! I'm also going to buy all these lockpicks because we are not really running low, but I like having a shitload. Oh, man. You made me a very happy boy there. Now we're all the way up to 100. I've got 44 more slots before we're full.
Bye now.
You, lady, are a godsend. Easter citizen? Absolutely not. Oh yeah, I was meant to be preparing myself for this man's disgusting name, Gertrude. Oh no, it's Gaturn. Gaturn is nowhere near as bad. That actually sounds kind of badass.
If you're looking to drown your worries at the bottom of a bottle, this is the place for you. I'm Gertrude Asker, and this is my establishment. But if you're looking for the Victor's Brew, we don't sell that in Asker's Alley, and you'll have to take your business elsewhere.
He sounds kind of like a slightly bored British Billy Mays, but he's really got that advertiser's fucking cadence on. It's really weird. Who was the British Billy Mays? I've forgotten his name. Oh man, he's legendary. Oh, Barry Scott. That's him. I absolutely love him. Victor's Brew. I haven't seen Barry Scott in years. I hope he's okay. Haven't seen Sillet Bang get advertised in years either. Oh, the UK is strange. Victor's
There's a
Brew.
brewery near Rathia that makes it. Very small, very secretive. But they've found their niche, that's for certain. Cheap and powerful. It's not a drink for the man who appreciates
Dude, same.
craftsmanship, tradition. It just helps the soldiers forget all they've been through.
Yeah, you really didn't need to keep on your advertiser's voice for that, huh? Not advertising alcoholism to cure PTSD, but whatever, Gertrude. Whatever gets you to sleep at night. Merchants Delegation.
Yes, sorry. The United Merchants Delegation. It's a coalition of traders that have been granted permission to sell their wares in Issa.
Oh yeah, I think I stumbled across those dudes in... What the fuck was it called? The place where we did the Warsworn mission. Something on or something. No, Lorca Rain, I remember. It's such a cool name. How the fuck could I forget that? It sounds like one of those weird ass, like, of Monsters and Men bands. And I kinda want to start it. Gatan Aska.
I ran from the war. I just don't need to know every little thing that's going on. There are other ways to help. Getting folks drunk is one of them.
Yeah, or maybe it's just getting you very, 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 very rich. That is also the other option. Tell me about these
I know better than
gardens.
to criticize the Fae. They call us children of dust. We treat them like people, but they're like no people I've ever met.
That is criticizing them, dude, in case you haven't fucking noticed.
Longer than that, even. It will be here long after we're gone.
Unless maybe it was technically praise? Because it was kind of like you were calling them subhuman. But they are very much... What's the opposite of sub? Dom. Dom human. I mean, they could dominate us whenever the fuck they want, and I wouldn't even really be against it, but still. Aska's Alley.
Has requested that facilities be created where flesh and blood folks could put their feet up. Not that the Fae know what that means. So the Almain approached my family about starting a tavern. The alley does well, but I'm no businessman.
Why don't you sell Victor's
Brew? It's the most popular drink in Amalur. At least it is now. My Aska's Ale used to be the preferred beverage, but every day brings more cancelled orders. My brother and I are working on a new drink, but it requires something special. Wait a minute. Maybe you could help. If you do, I could see to it that the merchants in Issa treat you well.
Oh, fuck yeah. I haven't needed to sell in a while, so if I could do this first, then that would be incredibly sexy.
So
Count me
here's what
in.
We're thinking. Bring back our grandmother's favorite Aska's Draft, a classic. The recipe calls for
Why was I so
seeds.
deep in thought
And
about
if you're
that?
talking rare ingredients, bristletongue tops the list. It's worthless for potions, but tastes fabulous. The problem is that the Fae control the use of bristletongue, as it's a product of the Font's waters. Talk to Jackson, their apothecary. He can probably get it for us.
Jackson? I hate that. I hate that so much. Tell me more about this
Been in
recipe.
our family for 4 generations, since the days of Valmir the Bold. Our grandmother entrusted us with the formula, and we made a fortune from it. But I'm afraid we've been replaced by a new drink.
I'm fully aware, buddy. You just went into that very much. Almir, tell me more about this Almir the Bold.
Almir the Bold was the first king of the Almain.
What the f-
He
It is
brought us
part
out
of your
lawlessness and
family?
misery. We've always wanted to name a drink after him.
Where is Jackson? I know where Jackson is, whatever. I can't bring myself to call him Jackson. I was calling him Jackson, but I'm now going to call him something even more fantasy. What's the most fantasy way to possibly pronounce that? Jackasen, I guess, or something like that. I don't know, that's as annoying to me as people in Dragon Age saying Wyvern instead of Wyvern. Wyvern makes me feel, it makes my fucking skin crawl, it feels so wrong. Oh, I gotta go all the way back down there. You are a nightmare, damn it. Alright, fine. How long does this... at least we're getting our cardio in again. Fuck. Excuse me. At least we're getting our cardio in again, I guess, because this is apparently what we're going to be doing the entire time. We're hanging out in the... I keep almost saying Phalanx, and then I remember, oh yeah, everywhere, literally fucking everywhere in the game so far has been the Phalanx. Except maybe Naros? But then they still worship Ethine, which is a god of the Phalanx. I don't know, everything's so confusing. But I'm glad Jackson actually has a reason to exist, I guess, other than just sort of sitting around and... Or was he a trainer? Yeah, he was also a trainer, so you got that going for you.
Welcome to the Lyceum Grove, where the majesty
really not a
of the
long
font
way.
is glorified.
Takes less than a minute to get here, dude.
I am Jackson, apprentice to the font master and steward of tinctures and elixirs.
Even in that weird-ass, like, obviously fantasy accent and everything, or, like, weird-ass cadence, you still say Jackson. The devs wanted you to be called Jackson? I'd sort of forgive it if it was like, oh yeah, it's just a human being a moron and pronouncing it wrong, because it's a Fae name, and they don't get Fae names, but Jackson. Jackson. This guy right here, this guy is just called Jackson. Okay, it's like calling an elf Keith.
Tongue, my moy, that would be something. A mockingbird with the font's only yield. Of course I will tell you where it is. What would be the fun in refusing? But before I do that...
It's like he's trying to talk like a smooth 70s DJ. What the fuck's happening?
One deed for another? As steward of tinctures and elixirs, I often dabble in alchemy, especially with the water from the font. And I need you to drink this potion.
Penis enhancement?
Good.
Pills?
I will know what this does to the mortal constitution. Go on, big gulps now. None of that sipping. If you ever wish to...
None of that sipping. I mean, if anything, dude, I need a penis reductions. This is not gonna be helpful. Hello? Why did you need to teleport me in here? Oh, it didn't give me any kind of choice. Well, thank you, you utter fucking monster. What have I been doing for the past, week that I've been asleep? The world could have ended by now. A splitting headache. As the darkness fades from your vision, you recall Jacassin's last words. He mentioned something about the bristletongue growing in a garden high on the font. Unfortunately, your memory of his instructions blur as your head begins to pound. So what the hell do you expect me to do? Where am I?
Let me take a look.
Oh, it just took me right the fuck back here? Let me take a look at me. I mean, you can look at me because I think I'm about to die. I think I was roofied by one of your men.
I've got plenty to go around, pretty. Bye now.
You really don't. I exhausted your chatter within about 10 minutes ago. You're a complete liar. Oh, no. I don't like this, man. It's like the third time we've been roofied over the course of this game. And like I said, I have barely even begun the main quest. We're still in the first fucking region. And we're about 53 hours into the game. And I think that probably includes the time where I take off to go and get food and shit, which is like an hour each time, maybe a little bit less. So it's still a long fucking time. Talk to the four dignitaries. Savant Engar, the Arcana Embassy. I don't see what the fuck you want from me. Hold on. I just want to fucking harvest Bristletongue. Oh, it's in the font? I think the font is where I'm also meeting the king. I think the king sort of takes precedent over this one guy's failing fucking alcohol business. So, for now, should we keep going around this way? I've literally just ran all the way back. This is pain. Why do I have to do this so many goddamn times and you're just still wandering the same place after however many days I was knocked out from that monster? What's this up here? Oh, you've stopped doing your little jig. And you've just gone back to this. Stealing all of their fucking wildlife. I don't think they'll be very happy about that, Mr. Ravani. But whatever, I'm not going to question it. There are no Fae over here. I know this is... Oh god, what do they call it? What do they call it?
Brit, fill your pockets.
No, I don't think I will. I just got filled against my will enough, my friend. So I'm definitely gonna back away from you. If you didn't have a quest, I guess I have to.
Demand is higher than ever. I'm just too busy to deal with anything else.
Too busy to deal with normal fucking facial functions, apparently. What the fuck happened to you? Where did your neck go? It has been stolen away. Felltown, that's what I was trying to say. What's the Fae version? I don't know. I've heard it like 100 times and I've already forgotten. The United Merchants delegation, which I imagine is also another faction I'll end up joining. Maybe. They sound boring as hell, but it's gotta happen.
Not anyone can enter the secret city of the Fae. Oh no. You need an ambassador's endorsement and written authorization, and that's just to be in the lottery. Those in the United Merchants are the lucky ones. Of course, once you see how much gold they actually make in Issa, you will no longer envy them.
So, how the hell did you get here? Is you're just a random little blue boy? Oh, hold on. Little Smurf man. So, I don't know. And you haven't really got a fashion flag either. Maybe this isn't a fashion quest after all. The Gardens of Issa.
That's for sure. At least for the time being. I don't quite understand the Fae, but they definitely know how to keep a city quiet.
Dude, I don't even think the Fae understand the Fae. I don't even know what there is to understand, to be honest. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of their lore, and I am their king. So,
You think I like being confined to this cage? Think again.
No, I never said that, my friend.
War. Ungrateful creatures.
Oh yeah, I always forget it's the Blue Elves, and actually no, it's my elves as well. It seems like the Elves are doing a hell of a lot more in the war effort than the Fae or any of the humans. I don't think we ever get called Elves, but we are. We got the pointy ears, okay? Our ears could stab a man to death. We're definitely Elves. Crystal War.
I can sum up the war in one word. Folly. It is folly.
Oh,
you will see.
Brutal.
Everyone will see.
Savage. The Court of Summer.
I know of Fae politics. I didn't even know they
didn't
had
expect him to bring out the F word there.
Allowed in. All I know is that there's opportunity here, thanks to the war.
The shit's just heinous. Alright then, talk to me, Brit Codgen. What, or Codgan? I guess Codgan sounds a little better. Gwenna Hand? Oh, okay, that's who you literally just mentioned right now. Who the hell is that, though?
She's the general
She's not
merchant
near you.
in the United Merchants delegation down the road. We've been friends for years now, I believe. A good, honest one, that Gwenna.
Which is incredibly fucking rare for a merchant. Interesting. Well, I can't wait to go check those dudes out as well. It looks like we are about to be introduced to 2 new factions? I mean, we already just got introduced to one, being the Scholia Arcana, but I would definitely take 2. Brit.
Sure. You want to know about me? It's understandable. You want to know who you're going into business with. A wise move. Very wise. My mother was a merchant in Rathir, and I learned the trade at her side. I took the apprenticeship with Gwenna Hand mostly to get me into Issa. Now I'm on my own.
And the first thing I did as a merchant was sell my own neck, which was the stupidest choice you've ever made. You idiotic-looking bastard. Look at you. What's going on?
Fortune is what? These visitors come with obscene amounts of gold or treasure. They don't mind parting with it. My plan was brilliant. I created a blade. Fey blade, of course, that makes them authentic, something all of them had to have. That's all they care about anyway. Fey souvenirs.
Even if they're not made by Fey?
Truth be told, it's dull as a stick, but it's easy to make. Listen, if you can find the parts and make them, I'll pay good money.
No, because you're scum, and you're getting people killed by giving them fake weapons. I mean, you could argue it's also saving lives, but probably saving lives of, like, wolves that are currently tearing out your customers' throats. I don't think you're gonna get much repeat business. I could use the gold, though.
Fabulous! You know a good deal when you see it. There aren't enough people like you in Issa. The Fae don't even use money. Can you imagine? Once you start forging
yes, that actually sounds kind of amazing.
And I'll provide you with just compensation.
Alright, well, I'll see you later. I say that, but I have to admit, like, I'm a young boy. I'm like, early 20s. I don't know why I never give away my age on the channel, because I've never given away my name either. It's not like someone's ever going to end up tracking me down from Kingdoms of Amalur, part 79 or whatever the fuck this ends up being. But yeah, I'm a young boy. And this is the first generation where I've straight up just been like, oh yeah, new consoles around the fucking corner is like £400, and I got myself a fucking console. That felt so good, because the Xbox One and the PS4, they both came out when I was still in school and shit like that, so I didn't have any money of my own back then. I ended up getting them eventually, but it wasn't on release. This is the first set of consoles. I bought myself a PS5. It's the first set of consoles that I've managed to buy on release. And it's so fucking cool feeling, man. It's such a coming-of-age thing. As much as a world without money like the Fae would be awesome, you never get that one particular moment. And you know what? That one particular moment, buying your first fucking console for yourself, yeah, it's a pretty horny moment. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Except, you know, that money back and also having the console, that would be nice. What have we got over here? Just a random guy. I'm gonna break all of your possessions, because it might give me a whole 10 gold. Oh, 17! We're really pushing the boat out today. Oh boy. What are you? It doesn't say.